the last lookout point that we went to. There's a blowhole over there. Swallowed up. These guys are funny. Every time a wave comes in, they fall down. Here we are in the North Shore of Oahu, where the big waves come.
Oh, there's a couple more surfers out there.
The dude on the jet ski, making sure everybody's staying safe. I'm not going anywhere near the water, but I'm going to get closer to the water. Yeah, even the sand is like super deep. Crazy, trying to find a surfer. There's a few of them out there. Dangerous stuff if you don't know what you're doing. Gotta be a pretty fun job, huh? Insane. There's another one. Pretty impressive stuff. On the way up, Mauna Kea, somewhere about 10,000 feet. To watch the sunset. Summit, waiting for the sun to set. Until this is what we get a look at for the next few minutes at least. There's the sun. There's 13 telescopes up here. else being sub 1 meter. I believe he said there's 8 different countries represented. There's telescopes from Caltech and Japan. Of course, the first one was built by University of Hawaii. It's somewhere in the mid-30s, maybe lower 30s. There's a little bit of leftover snow. I guess it snowed about a month or so ago. The wind chill probably has it at about 31, 32 degrees, right around freezing. But it's not too windy, just a little breeze. Not too bad though. It's chilly. This is some sort of ancient shrine that you're not supposed to hike to, unlike this person that's hiking to it. It's a tour bus. There are hiking trails, which I guess encourages hiking, he said, but you're not supposed to hike to it. You're supposed to respect it. But anyways, that's about it for the video, I think, until the sun sets. I'll try to get video of that. This is still atop Mauna Kea. Don't know if we can see. I think that's it though. It's actually Maui over there. He said the name of the volcano, but I forget. That's it, as seen from the Big Island. Pretty cool being above the clouds. Got a patch of snow right there. Like moonscape. He said, our tour guide said that they did testing of the lunar rovers up here in preparation for the moon landing. And then on Mauna Loa, just behind us, they're currently doing Martian testing, living on Mars, and I guess people live out there for up to a year, and they have to go through all the process of pressurizing and wearing spacesuits and all that kind of stuff every time they go outside. Try to, I guess, familiarize themselves with the Mars landscape. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Probably got about another 20-30 minutes before sunset. So I'll be back.
So cold. Give me a camera. Where you go?
Not really.
is on top of Mount Kilauea.
That was a worth the trip. Yeah.
From the middle of the volcano. Okay, Gabby. Sometimes that works.
I suppose. We better get to the next
What's next stop?
One last look into the crater of Kilauea.
Like a water
Before we
slide
move on,
to get
supposedly we're going to come back up here later on tonight. So we'll see if the activity is still going on then. Otherwise, we're going to walk into this lava tube.
This is lava tube. So this was formed by a river of lava. And you can see on the walls, it looks like melting wax. Because once the river cuts through the rock and it keeps flowing, then the temperature gets up close to 2,000 degrees. And the face of the rock that it has melted through starts to remelt. So in some places you can see, like up here where the rock starts dripping into the river that's flowing through, or on the sides, you know, this waxy, the rock is remelting, starting to run down the sides back into the river. And also places really high like this, if the rock is soft and uneven, then big pieces of rock up above called overhead burden will fall into the river and the lava river will carry it away. And we know that happened while the river was still here because the rock's all melted, where that rock is missing. So you get surface remelt. These were used by the ancients for a lot of things. One was this dripping. You hear it dripping. So especially in the dry parts of the island, you knew you could get a good water drip and bring your water gourd and find a drip and put that water gourd underneath that drip and get fresh water a few hours later. So as we walk through, you guys just take a look. You've got these roots coming through the ceiling. What plant do you think this is? It's a tree. It can grow in rock. Oh, Hialahua. Very good. And as we get in further in, you look up on the walls, you see lines, geologists call bathtub rings, that show us, you know, as this cave was active about 400 years ago, different levels of river sometimes filled the cave beyond capacity. So all the way up into the overhead fallout sections, you can see bathtub rings from the high lava levels.
You come back out the same way?
Nope. Right through. Come out to what's called a skylight. Now what I've got occasionally is a giant spherical stone that rolls through it. 1935 kerosene lantern hanging there. Yeah, this is a lava river, very small, widening and deepening as it melted its way into the bedrock. And became a big channel then of the cleft above. The volcano pumping out lava and like an artery of lava. Actually, a place up ahead here we can look and see the bedrock that this river melted its way through. Tall people beware.
And this is over 24/7?
Yes.
So people can really come here in the dark?
Yeah, well, the light.
Well, I know, but I mean,
Yeah. So if you guys look to your left up here, you see that there's a section where the remelted rock skin has broken away during cooling. And so you look right into it, and you can see this well-ordered rock strata that's typical of these islands that this river melted its way through. So if we see, this is like where the rock remelted, this thick of skin. So if we were to break away this rock all the way around, you would see that this river has cut through a very nicely ordered rock strata. But it looked like that, you know, and then from the high temperature of the lava running through, the whole rock face melted itself together afterwards. The ancients used these for another function that was very important to them. The royals were believed to have a power called mana that resided particularly in their bones. And so when they died, they would clean the flesh off of the bones to save those magical, powerful bones full of mana, wrap them carefully and hide them in lava tubes like this.
wow.
This one is about 400 years old, so be on the lookout. Bone burial. Yeah, it's always cooler, and that's why, like in the dry parts of the island desert, you have warm, moist air outside, and the lava tubes are always broken up with skylights like this. So, and they always run up and downhill. So that warm air moving through cooler space makes them drip. So it's always like a kind of a water farm, fresh water farm. Over here, in this kind of much rainfall, it doesn't really matter, but in the dry parts of the island, that's an important resource. Yeah, good water, and even the rainwater will seep through and drip really good after the rain, but then it's water filtered through rock. Yeah. And so then when a lava tube collapses like this, it's called a skylight. So we're leading through a skylight. This is this tube system is probably a few miles long. This is the only part that's open to visitors. A lot of stuff in these tubes, culturally and biologically, that are still being studied.
Still bats, right?
No bats. Very recently, scientists discovered the skeleton of a cave bat. It's been maybe 2 mammals that are living on Hawaii. But now the only bat that exists on the island is an arboreal bat, so it lives in trees, doesn't like caves so much. It's coming out of the hole.
Oh.
Coming out of the hole. Still got 2 more down there. 2 more in the hole.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So we'll go through this part, folks. Use your imagination. Think about Hawaii pre-human. This is a part of the park that has some of the most pristine native ecosystem that biologists work with and maintain as best they can, monitor, sometimes even improve when new species are killed.
That out there is where the lava from Kilauea is flowing into the ocean. As close as we're going to get to that as part of this tour. But yeah, maybe next time we can sort of see.
I don't know if it would have dragged him off.
Yeah, right there. That's where the steam vent from the lava flowing underneath the mountain down towards the ocean. It follows the path from the shoulder of the mountain all the way down the slope to where it eventually enters. So that's the newest bits of earth being created right there. Every second, new earth is being formed. Pretty neat. Pretty awesome coastline, a lot like the one we were at yesterday, where we were where the cliff divers were. Pretty neat stuff. Back up here at the summit of Kilauea for the nighttime viewing.
You want to try from that other angle real quick?
No.
We haven't seen it from that angle.
I want to see.
Huh? Okay. Well, it's like kind of other way. Yo! You saw it. It's not
hard to disappear. We'll find another better spot somewhere.
Oh, there we go.
Good?
Yeah. That's any issues coming up. See how active it is?
Mm-hmm.
Don't see the